Hello, this will be lesson 1.2, adding integers with different signs. So let's get started. Okay, this will be lesson 1.2 as I said. And what are our objectives today? I can add integers using a number line, which we started on our last lesson. I can add integers with different signs. That's going to be the new part. And again, we're going to be working with standard NS1 at the bottom. I can apply and extend previous understandings of addition and subtraction to add and subtract rational numbers, representing addition and subtraction on a horizontal or vertical number line diagram. We started doing some of that in our last lesson. So let's get going here. Let me move myself. So we have a math joke of the day. Why is the number 6 so scared? Because 7, 8, 9. Ha ha. Get it? 7, 8, 9. Okay. Just math joke of the day. Moving on from there. Let's do a little review from our last lesson. What is an integer? Think to yourself, what is an integer? A blank number or a blank number? Did you say a positive whole number? Good for you. Or a, you got it, negative whole number. Excellent. Moving on. Integers are the numbers on the number line, but not the in-between numbers on the number line. So they're only the counting numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, going on and on. Or the negative counting numbers, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, on and on. They are not in between numbers like 1 3/4 or -4.276. So here's an illustration on our number line. Integers, again, whole, negative, and positive numbers, but not the numbers in between the whole numbers. Those are not integers. Those are called rational numbers, which we're going to get to later on. Moving on, more review. Here's a number line for us. Positive numbers go to the right. Negative numbers go to the left. 0 is neutral. Positive numbers get blank as you get farther from 0. What happens to positive numbers as you get farther from 0? Correct, they get larger. So 1 is a smaller number than 10. 10 is a larger number than 1. 10 is farther from 0 than 1 is. 1 is its next door neighbor. And negative numbers get blank as you get farther from 0. Did you say smaller? Very good. Why is that? Because -10 is farther from 0 than -1. And -10 is a colder temperature than -1. So it is a smaller or more negative number. Here is a vertical number line. We looked at this yesterday. If the temperature is -20 degrees Fahrenheit and the temperature rises 5 degrees, what is the new temperature? So it's starting at -20 and it's rising, so it's going up 5 degrees. So we can't really show that by counting. We have to think that through in our head with our number line here. So what is the new temperature? What did you say? Did you say -15 degrees? Excellent job. You went up 5 from -20. So you should go in the up direction, right? So you're going to go 5 in the up direction. Now you're at negative 15. The temperature is said to be 15 degrees below 0. It's still negative, it's just not as negative. Adding positive numbers on the number line. This is review from yesterday. What is 1 plus 4? Please don't say anything like 20 or something like that. You should all know 1 plus 4. But how do you show that on a number line? Well, 1 plus 4 more from the point where the arrow ends at the 1. You are now at positive 5. So 1 plus 4 equals 5, which you all knew, but now you know how to show it on the number line as well. What about when we add negative numbers on a number line? What is negative 3 plus negative 7? Remember, we can think of it as debts that you owe somebody. So let's show that on a number line. There's our number line. Which direction is my arrow going to go? Correct, to the left, because I'm going negative direction. So negative 3 plus negative 7 equals, where did I land? Negative 10. So negative 3 plus negative 7 equals negative 10. So far, this should all be review for you. So let's see how good you are remembering from the last lesson. Give it a try. We'll see you back in a moment. Okay, how did you do on the review? Great job. Let's go on. Adding positive and negative numbers on a number line. So far we've only had 2 positives that we're adding, or we've had 2 negatives that we're adding. We've never mixed 1 positive and 1 negative together. Now we're going to be doing that today. So what about 4, a positive number, plus negative 3, a negative number? What would my answer be? Let's see how this looks. There's our number line. So 4 goes to the right because we're going in the positive direction, right? What about adding negative 3? What direction are we going to be going? Exactly, we're going to be going to the left. See how that looks? So here's our positive 4. We're going to go backwards now because we're adding a negative 3. So now we have to go back 3, and if you draw that, we're started at 4, we're going to go back 1, 2, 3 spots backwards, and we're going to land on 1. So 4 plus negative 3 equals 1. So remember when I was talking about in our last lesson how we could think of positives and negatives as money? So we're going to think of positives as money in your pocket and negatives as a debt that you owe somebody. So here's Sally, or Betty, I don't know, we'll call her Sally. She's got some money in her pocket. Those are the positive numbers. So she has money you have money in your pocket to spend, or she has money in her pocket to spend. Those are the positive numbers. The other side is the negative numbers. This is money she owes. You owe money to someone, a debt. The negative numbers are your debt. Positive numbers are money in your pocket. So how does this work? Okay, she says, I have $4 in my pocket, but I owe Mom $3. Is she going to be in the positive, or is she going to be in the negative? Exactly, she's going to be in the positive. How much? Well, she will have $1 left in her pocket. 4 plus -3, again, negative is the amount she owes. 4 is the amount she has in her pocket. She will be left with $1 after she pays Mom. So she has $1 left in her pocket to spend. Not very much, but maybe she could buy a little bit of a snack. Okay, let's go on. Still adding positive and negative numbers on the number line. How about 6 plus -6? What is the answer to 6 plus -6? Let's see how to show that on a number line. Here's our number line. So we're going to go to the right, +6. Then we're going to be adding a -6. What direction are we going to go for the negative? Did you say left? That is exactly right. So we have to go backwards. How many? We have to go backwards 6. So we're currently, let me get a different color here. We are currently at the 6. We went 6 to the right. Now we have to go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where do we land? Exactly. If we go backwards, -6, we go backwards the same amount we went positive, right? So our answer is 0. So a positive and negative of the same number will cancel each other out and you'll end back up at 0. Opposites end up being 0. 6 plus -6 equals 0. Again, we can think about positive and negatives as money. Here's Sally again. The positives are money she has in her pocket. And the negatives are money she owes someone a debt. Now she has $6 in her pocket. And she owes Mom $6. How much is going to be left in her pocket? Will she have money left at all? Or will she be in debt at all? No, she will break even. 6 plus -6 equals 0. She has $0 left in my pocket, she says. I broke even. Okay, moving on. We need a definition. What is an additive inverse? Additive inverse. Positives and negatives are just two sides of the same coin. How does that work? A number and its opposite is an additive inverse. We had 6 and its opposite of -6. They are additive inverses. They cancel each other out. The sum when you add an additive inverse to a number is always 0. So 6, adding its additive inverse of -6, adding its opposite, is going to give you 0. They're going to cancel each other out. So the additive inverse of 6 is -6, and 6 plus -6 equals 0. The additive inverse of -30 is +30. So -30 plus +30 is going to equal 0. Let's continue. Another example, we have -7 plus +5. And again, like said in the last lesson, you're not probably going to see a +5 there. You're probably going to have that not shown. It'll probably say -7 plus 5. Okay? That means +5. For clarification, I have put it here just to get the idea. Here's our number line. So -7, what direction are we going? Exactly, we are going to the left. Use our arrow. We go 7 left. What about positive 5? What are we going to do there? Exactly, we have to go back to the right. So we're at negative 7. We have to go how many back? We have to go 5 back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where do we land? Negative 2. See that on the computer here? So we're going to go backwards. How many? 5 backwards. We're going to land on negative 2. So negative 7 plus positive 5 is equal to negative 2. How does that look with our money example? Let's bring Sally back. So positive numbers are money she has in her pocket or that you have in your pocket. And negative are money you owe somebody. So now Sally, she has $5 in her pocket, but she owes Mom $7. Will she have any money left? Or will she be in debt? She has 5 in her pocket. When she pays Mom back, she's still going to owe her Mom how much? Negative 2 or $2. So she's in the negative by $2. She says, I still owe $2. I am in debt. Try not to ever be in debt. Go on. Now it's your turn to give this a try. I'll see you back in a few minutes. Okay, how did you do on those mixed positive and negative numbers? Let's focus on some higher order thinking. The sum of two integers with different signs is negative 8. Give two possible integers that fit this description. Pause the video, give it a try. You have to come up with two numbers that add together to give you negative 8, and they have to be different signs. So one has to be positive and one has to be negative. Pause the video, give it a try. Okay, did you give it a try? Let's see if you came up with this. Negative 2 and 10, because negative 2, what am I saying? Negative 10 and plus 2. Negative 10 plus 2 will give you $10 you owe somebody, you pay them 2 of it, you still owe them $8, right? So that'll give you negative 8. Did you come up with something different though? You could have. Let's see if there's a different answer that you could have had. How about 8 and negative 18? Did you think of that one? You have a positive 8. Oh, I don't want that. You have a positive 8. And you're adding to that a negative 18. That means you have $8 in your pocket, but you owe somebody $18. You're still going to be in the negative. How much? $10, right? Okay, let's see the computer. How about negative 12 and 4? Will that give you an answer of negative 8? Sure, negative 12, you owe somebody negative or $12, but you have 4 that you pay them from your pocket. You're still going to owe them negative 8 or $8. Here's another one, 6 and negative 14. Maybe you said that one. That also will give you negative $8. There are many, many more possibilities to give negative 8. Maybe you had something different than any of these, which is excellent. Great thinking. Okay, what happened to the rest of my stuff here? Another problem. Try these couple of problems. Negative 12 plus negative 9 plus 12 plus negative 7 equals blank. And 20 plus negative 25 plus negative 5 equals blank. Pause the video, see if you can try it. Okay, did you pause the video? Let's give it a try. So negative 9, gotta do this step by step. Negative 9 plus positive 12 is, you owe somebody $9, but you have 12 in your pocket. After you pay them, you're going to be how much? Positive or negative? You're going to be 3 in the positive direction, but you still have to add in negative 7 more. So that must be a debt you owe another person. You have positive dollars of 3, but you owe 7 to somebody. What are you going to be in, the positive or the negative? Exactly, you're going to be at negative $4. How about the bottom one? 20 plus negative 25. You have $20 in your pocket, but you owe $25 to somebody. You're going to end up with a negative $5 still being owed, correct? And then you have to add the negative 5 that's here to that answer. So now you have a debt of negative 5 plus negative 5. You're going to owe a debt altogether of $10. Did you get those? Getting a little harder, thinking a little higher here. Let's clear that. Okay, our homework then. I thought we had a your turn. I think we do. Your homework without a calculator is going to be doing page 16 and page 17. Okay, so I was wrong. We don't have a your turn at this point. We did our your turns already. So without a calculator, remember, I don't want you using a calculator until later in the year, if at all. So page 16 again, 1 through 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Numbers 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And then page 17, 16 to 25. I know it sounds like a lot of problems, but it isn't as many as you think. Some of these are going to go quick for you. So let me bring myself back. There we are. Stop our share, and we'll see you for the next lesson. Have a good day. Bye.